Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have a knack for manipulation, spinning webs of deceit with ease and charm? Today, we're plunging into the dark, intricate world of Machiavellianism. Dare to dive into the shadowy depths of the Machiavellian mind? Well, hold on to your hats, because here we go. So, what exactly is Machiavellianism? Well, let's dive right in. Machiavellianism is a psychological term named after Niccolò Machiavelli, a 15th century Italian diplomat and author. In his controversial book, The Prince, Machiavelli advised rulers to use deceit and manipulation to maintain power. Fast forward to the 20th century, Machiavellianism has been adopted into psychology as one of the dark triad traits, alongside narcissism and psychopathy. It represents a person's tendency to be manipulative, unemotional, and detached from morality. But don't get it twisted. Machiavellianism isn't about being evil. It's about strategy, cunning, and pragmatism. It's about playing the game of life like a chessboard, calculating every move, every consequence. Of course, this doesn't mean that all Machiavellians are villains twirling their moustaches. Some might argue it's just about being resourceful and strategic. But like any tool, it can be used for good or ill. So in short, Machiavellianism is all about the art of manipulation, and boy, is it an art. First up in the Machiavellian playbook, the charm offensive. Imagine a snake charmer coaxing a venomous cobra out of its basket with nothing but a flute and a disarming smile. That's the essence of a charm offensive. A true Machiavellian knows how to use their charisma as a tool, a weapon even, to manipulate others. They are like skilled actors, playing the part of the charismatic confidant, the trusted advisor, the beloved friend, all the while pulling the strings from behind the scenes. They have a knack for making people feel special, valued, and understood. But it's all smoke and mirrors, a beautifully orchestrated illusion designed to serve their own interests. So the next time you encounter someone who seems too charming to be true, pause and ponder. Remember, not all that glitters is gold, and not every charming person has your best interests at heart. Next up, we have the classic Machiavellian mind games. Imagine a puppeteer pulling strings. Only the puppets are your thoughts, emotions, and actions. That's a Machiavellian for you. They're masters at manipulating others, bending their will with a sleight of hand, or, in this case, mind. One of their favorite tricks? The guilt trip. They're experts at making you feel responsible for something you've got no control over. Then there's gaslighting. They'll twist and turn facts until you start doubting your own memory, your own sanity. And let's not forget the silent treatment. By withholding communication, they create a power dynamic, leaving you desperate for their approval. It's all about control, you see. They weave a web of deception so intricate, you can't see the strings attached. Their ultimate objective? To mold you into the perfect pawn, ready to dance at their command. And just like that, you're a pawn in their chess game. Ever heard of the Trojan horse? Well, Machiavellians have a tactic just like it. This tactic is all about gaining your trust, getting you to lower your walls, only to exploit your weaknesses from within. It's a classic move, used for centuries, and it's as effective as ever. Imagine a friend who always seems to be there for you, always supportive, always understanding. They're like a knight in shining armor, a beacon of light in the darkest night. But in reality, they're just biding their time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. This is the Trojan horse tactic. It's not about brute force or blatant deception. It's about subtlety, cunning, and patience. It's about making you feel safe, comfortable, even loved, all while quietly gathering the ammunition they need to manipulate you. And when the time is right, when your defenses are down, they strike, leaving you none the wiser until it's too late. Beware of Greeks bearing gifts, or in this case, Machiavellians offering friendship. Divide and conquer. Sounds like a strategy for war, doesn't it? Well, in the hands of a Machiavellian, it's a potent tool for psychological manipulation. This approach is all about creating divisions, fostering mistrust and pitting people against each other. Why, you ask? Because a divided house is easier to rule. Imagine a pack of wolves. United, they're formidable. But if you could somehow turn them against each other, they become easier to manage, their collective strength diminished. That's exactly what a Machiavellian does. They might spread rumors, play on existing tensions, or create new ones. The goal, to keep everyone else off balance, distracted and weak. And while they're busy fighting amongst themselves, the Machiavellian quietly consolidates their power, unchallenged and unnoticed. It's a classic case of while Rome burns, Nero plays the fiddle. Divided we fall, especially when a Machiavellian is pulling the strings. Now let's talk about a slightly more romantic side of Machiavellianism, the art of seduction. In the Machiavellian playbook, seduction isn't just about romance, it's a strategic tool, a psychological game used to manipulate and control. Like a siren song, it's a lure, an irresistible melody designed to draw you in. Imagine, if you will, a chess game. Only in this game, your heart is the king, and the Machiavellian player is the one making the moves. They'll carefully craft a persona, an irresistible charm that's hard to resist. They'll study you, understand your desires, your fears, your vulnerabilities, and then they'll present themselves as the solution, the one who can fulfill your deepest wishes. But remember, it's all a game. A Machiavellian doesn't play for love, they play for power. They're not looking for a partner, they're looking for a pawn. So the next time you're swept off your feet, remember to check for strings attached. Enough theory, let's see a Machiavellian in action. Picture this. We're at a lively party. In the midst of chit-chat and laughter, our Machiavellian character, let's call him Max, enters. Max is neither the loudest nor the most charismatic, but he's observant, always watching. He finds his target, a fellow guest with a reputation for being gullible. Max plays it cool, establishing a rapport, sharing a few laughs. He subtly flatters the guest, making him feel special, important. Now, Max has a request. It's minor, insignificant, but it's a test of compliance. The guest, feeling appreciated and valued, obliges. Max's request grows more significant, but by now, the guest is too invested, too flattered to say no. Max has successfully manipulated his target, all while maintaining a friendly, innocent persona. And just like that, Max has his way, his target none the wiser. And that, my friends, is a Machiavellian in the wild. Every secret society has a code, and so do Machiavellians. Delving into the heart of Machiavellianism, we uncover a set of unwritten rules that guide the Machiavellian mind. This code, while not etched in stone or bound in leather, is as real as the tactics we've explored thus far. First, Machiavellians believe in the ends justifying the means. Any action, however unscrupulous, is acceptable if it achieves the desired outcome. Second, power is the ultimate prize. Everything else, relationships, ethics, even personal happiness, takes a back seat to the quest for control. Third, Machiavellians see the world as a chessboard. Each move is calculated, each player a potential pawn or threat. Lastly, they thrive on ambiguity. The less others know about their true intentions, the better. This code may seem cynical, even chilling, but understanding it can provide an invaluable insight into the Machiavellian psyche. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to the Machiavellian code. So, how does one survive in a world full of Machiavellians? Well, let's dive right into it. Tip number 1. Know your boundaries. It's crucial to establish and maintain your personal space. Machiavellians are experts at overstepping boundaries, so make sure to express yours clearly and firmly. Secondly, remain emotionally detached. Machiavellians thrive on emotional responses, so the less you react, the less power they have over you. Think of it as playing a mental game of chess. You must always be 2 steps ahead. Thirdly, don't be afraid to say no. Saying no is a powerful tool against manipulation. Remember, you're not being rude, you're simply protecting your interests. Lastly, and most importantly, surround yourself with positive influences. Machiavellians are like energy vampires. They feed off negativity. By maintaining a positive environment, you starve them of their fuel. Remember, the best defense is a good offense. But it's not all doom and gloom. Yes, Machiavellianism may seem like a shadowy art of manipulation and deceit, but it also has its merits. It fosters strategic thinking, resilience and adaptability. It's a tool that can be used for good when wielded wisely. It can help navigate the complex labyrinth of human interactions, influencing outcomes in favor of shared objectives. So there's a silver lining to every cloud, even a Machiavellian one. Before we wrap up, let's bust some Machiavellian myths. First off, Machiavellianism isn't about being inherently evil, it's about being strategic. Yes, it can be manipulative, but it's not a synonym for diabolical. Secondly, it's not exclusive to villains in Shakespearean dramas. It's present in everyday life, from office politics to social dynamics. Lastly, not all Machiavellians are power-hungry. Some simply see it as a tool for survival. And that's a wrap on Machiavellian Mythbusters. Enjoying the ride through the Machiavellian mind? Immerse further by hitting that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you're relishing this intriguing journey. Your support fuels our exploration into the labyrinth of the human psyche. Stay tuned for more deep dives into the human psyche. Before we say goodbye, let's take a moment to marvel at Machiavellianism. It's not all cloak and dagger, you know. At its core, it's an intricate dance of influence and power, a symphony of strategy conducted by a masterful maestro. It's the chess grandmaster, the conductor of an orchestra, the puppeteer behind the scenes. It's the complexity, the depth, the artistry that's truly captivating. So while the tactics may be dark and the intent self-serving indeed, the Machiavellian mind is a marvel to behold. Well, that's all, folks. We've navigated the dark arts of Machiavellianism, from charm offensives to manipulative mind games. We've learned to recognize these tactics and how to survive them. Remember, forewarned is forearmed, especially when it comes to Machiavellianism. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Machiavellian mind. We've danced with the dark arts, but remember, knowledge is power. Use it wisely. Until next time, stay curious, stay vigilant, and keep exploring the human psyche.
Savored this video? Fancy another? Click the on-screen video for an even deeper dive into fresh territory. Your support is like a warm cuppa on a brisk day. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, ring that bell for the latest content. Cheers for watching.